Hello and welcome to Wartales. This is an open-world RPG strategy game, and if you would like to check it out, there is a link in the description. This video is kindly sponsored by Shiro Games, and Shiro Games are actually one of the developers that I really like because they developed a game by the name of Northgard, and Northgard was a really fun turn-based sort of civilization style where you could take control of a Viking clan or a Celtic clan and, you know, just expand outward. But obviously that's a completely different game. We're here to talk about Wartales. It's just come out into Steam Early Access, and as I say, it's an open world RPG. So let's start a new game, and this is the first thing you are greeted by. It is a Choose Your Destiny series of questions, and primarily, you're going to be able to select your companions. These are basically the people that you're going to be playing with. These are the characters or the jobs that are featured in the game. And there are a wide variety of different characters, and there's also a system of jobs. There's just a wide variety of different things. So we are going to obviously try to explore as much as we can about Wartales. So let's take a look. So I'm going to go for young farmers looking for a better life. I'm actually not entirely sure whether that's a good idea, however, because I'm thinking to myself, would I like to go for more ranged characters, or would I like to go for more melee characters? Because here's the thing, every single one of these classes has a different style of fighting. So for example, if I were to play with the young farmers looking for a better life, I would start with plus 10 bread, which does give us a little bit more food, but it obviously does reduce the amount of money that we start with. However, we also then gain the starting companions Brute, Spearman 2 times, and then Archer. Now, in my experience playing the game so far, I have found that the Archer class is super fun to use. So I'm actually thinking that maybe it would be a good idea for me to go for something a little bit more widespread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for something that has one of everything. In other words, a swordsman, an archer, a ranger, and a brute. That sounds pretty fun. Okay, so your companions are used to long walks, are cunning fighters, show incredible resilience, are excellent at slap games, and learn how to talk to new recruits. Now, all of this has a particular gameplay benefit. I'm going to go for the Constitution one because generally I want our people not to die, basically. I want them to have as much HP as possible, so that's what I'm going to go for. And if they had a flaw, it would be a somewhat meek appearance, eternal dissatisfaction, an uncommon bout of bad luck, a very hard time getting up, and a very relative sense of loyalty. So this is basically your debuff that you're going to be getting, because obviously you choose a bonus, and now you choose a flaw or a disadvantage of some kind. So I'm going to go for critical hit reduced by 3%, I guess, or each companion's carry capacity decreased by 1 weight, which is, I suppose, like a kilogram or a pound or something like that. So I'm going to go for a somewhat meek appearance. Alright, so you currently have, as far as I'm aware, 3 regions to explore in early access at the moment. Bear in mind, this is very similar to Mount and Blade, by the way. The way that they do the open world section of the game. And that's what initially drew me to it, because I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I love Mount & Blade, and I love Shiro Games and what they're able to do with their titles, and it just gives me good vibes. You know, this basically just gives me super good vibes in every single respect, and you'll see exactly why after this. Enough is enough. After hearing that horrible captain's abuse for far too long, your companions can finally enjoy their well-deserved freedom. Although, deserters are never a welcome sight, be it for their former colleagues or the locals who regard them as traitors for some reason. They will need to keep their heads down while still making a living. Alright, so we do have some suspicion rating. Obviously, if you select a different start, then you're going to get a different kind of situation to be in. And this is it. Here we go. Okay, so you can move around. You can move around the map. And you can see here, just look at how large the map actually is. It's pretty crazy. So we can now move along. There are a lot of different menus. By the way, these are the first brigands that you're going to be fighting. Level 2 bandits. Okay, might be a bit difficult, actually. Might be a bit difficult. Well, we'll see, we'll see. And there are a lot of different stats up at the top there as well. I'm going to be showing you all of that after this particular bit of combat. Alright, so every single character has a variety of different skills they can use in combat. So for example, you can move, obviously. I mean, if you couldn't, then you're not going to be able to get to your target. You also have a basic attack ability, and then you also have another sort of utility-based ability which inflicts something to the opponent. For example, Taunt, in this case, applies the weakening effect, which reduces the damage done by that unit by 50%, which is actually fantastic, especially for someone like this, who is a swordsman or a sort of tankier character than you might expect. So we're going to just go over here, and we are going to bash this hoodlum over the face, and then we're going to taunt him and apply weakening so that he does less damage, and then we're going to end the turn. You can also press space to end the turn right there. And we are also going to be able to do... Yes, this is the swordsman, actually. This one is the brute, by the looks of things. So we are now going to be able to move over here. I'm thinking we'll go to the side. Maybe there'll be some kind of flank, maybe, that we'll be able to do. Maybe I can get some flanking extra damage. I'm actually not entirely sure if flanking is a thing in the game, but if it is, then I'm obviously going to take advantage of it as much as I possibly can. Anyway, let's end the turn there. The archer is going to do something. But thankfully, we do have two ranged characters, I think. Wow. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Archers do so much damage. They really do. Okay, so a ranger is more like a rogue by the looks of things. Okay, so ambush. Triggered when this unit attacks an engaged enemy from behind. He also has the ability to heal people with first aid. Okay, I'm actually kind of sad now because I actually thought that, he's going to be really fast and quick on his feet, but no, he's not, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to move a little bit forward here, and then I'm going to shoot. I can't shoot anyone, actually, hilariously enough. Can I move here? And then can I shoot? Yes. Okay, I can actually do that. Let's shoot that poacher. This poacher is really, really harsh, by the way. Seems to have a lot of armor, so that's going to be a bit problematic. This guy's obviously going to do very little damage. He is going to poison us, however, which is obviously not great. Alright, let's shoot the poacher once again. Nice. Okay, all of his armor is gone. By the way, armor is persistent. So, in classic realism fashion, whenever you finish a battle, you do have the opportunity to repair your armor, but you need repair kits to be able to do that. So it is very much a tactical, strategic decision to make in that regard. So we are going to end the turn here. Now I'm going to go and sneak behind this guy, and I don't know why he wouldn't see. Oh no, he's turned around. Are you serious? He turned around. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, well, we can disengage if we want to, but it is going to trigger an attack of opportunity from the opponent, which is obviously not what I want, so we're just going to do it this way. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage from this guy right now. I mean, generally these guys are pretty harsh, you know, they're level 2, and we are just starting the game, so obviously it is a very challenging experience. It is a very challenging experience initially, so we'll see what we can do here. Can I move? I'm going to try and move behind him. I don't know whether he's going to turn around. Do I even do more damage attacking from behind? I'm not entirely sure about that. Ooh, look at that. You can actually knock out an enemy while they are engaged with an ally, and they can be taken prisoner after combat ends. I've not seen this before, so maybe it's unique to this. Maybe it's unique to this action, or it might be unique to the choices that we've made so far, because, well, maybe our character creation has made an impact on that, or maybe not, who knows. But you need chains to be able to do that, and I don't believe we have chains at the moment, so we're going to have to see what we can do. Alright, let's take out the hoodlum. Oh, nice, across the face. That is what you get, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's make our way behind him. And can I do anything else? No, I don't think so, but that's fine. We are still poisoned, wonderfully enough. And can I don't want to disengage, actually. I just want to attack this guy. I think what I needed to do was actually have another person in combat with the archer at the front, and then move the other guy behind so that he could get a backstab off without having too many difficulties, you know, worrying about the guy turning around. So that's obviously the strategy there, because obviously I've never played with this guy before. I've never played with the backstabbing class. So yeah, that obviously makes a difference. Anyway, let's just shoot that guy. And archers do so much damage, as you can see. Look at that, 9 damage, pretty crazy. And there we go, there's a victory for us. So you can see here we do have raw materials. I said armor kits, but they're actually just raw materials, and you can repair your armor after a fight. Now, I'm actually thinking that it would be a good idea to probably repair Juden's armor, because they are the brute, and I think that is probably worth it. I don't think it's really worth it to repair anyone else. They've leveled up as well, by the way. I should probably spend some talent points here. So let's have a look. So every single unit obviously has their own ability skill tree. So you're going to be able to, you know, take additional skills over time, and it very much rewards you to try and maximize their efficiency as much as you possibly can. Anyway, every time an attack hits several enemies, you gain one. One what? What is that? 1 action point, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Ooh. The unit gains deflection. If they are engaged in combat, you gain that. That is probably going to be very useful. Every time this unit engages in combat, you gain this. Okay. It's a valor point. Use your valor points in combat to use certain skills. You regain some of these each time you rest. That could be the reason. Okay, if they're engaged in combat, do this every time an attacker. I'm actually not one. I don't know. I actually don't know about this. I'm thinking defensive stance, because I personally think that deflection is really good, because damage taken of the next attack is reduced by 70%. So I'm thinking that that's going to be really powerful. So I'm going to take that. And we do now have the opportunity to spend some points in something else. Used to boost the troops' morale in combat. Also increases critical hit chance. Allows the unit to move around in combat, or determines how much health. I'm going to level up Constitution. As I said before, I really do want to try and focus on that as much as possible. This unit also does not have a profession, but we can actually select a profession in the form of Tinkerer. And this allows us to learn recipes, craft and enhance camping gear at the camp workshop. So I suppose we'll select that. This guy has also leveled up, our Ranger. And let's take a look at his skills. Every time this unit ends their turn next to an enemy and is not engaged in combat, you gain that. Each time this unit kills an enemy, you gain that. And every time this unit ends their turn next to an ally and is not engaged in combat, you gain a valor point. Okay, so that is pretty good. I'm going to go for Valorous Victory, because it's more than likely he's going to get more kills than most, so I'm thinking we'll probably do that. And I would like his critical strike to be a lot higher, so we're going to upgrade his critical hit chance as much as we possibly can. And we have another potential for a profession, so we're going to go for Tinkerer here too, because generally I think you can probably change these on the fly. The other professions are not currently available to us at the moment, so maybe that is a case of visiting a town, or maybe they're just not implemented just yet. I'm not entirely sure about that, but we do have 8% critical chance from that. And then we can also loot things. Human remains, probably useless. Then again, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take all of that. Oh, what's that? That is a glowing something or other. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there's a whole bunch of that all over the place. So let's see if we can find some additional things. Bear in mind that I think our infamy or our suspicion is reducing over time. So it seems like every couple of hours in the game it will be reduced. Who's that? It seems like a merchant. Seems like a friendly merchant potentially. So let's say hi. Are you bandits? We have nothing. We are only refugees fleeing the Edoranian war. Please let us go, I beg you. Okay, so technically we could literally just attack them now if we wanted to. And they have raw materials. We could steal those. Should we? Should I really? Should I really be that much of a scoundrel? I don't think that's really worth it, to be honest. I mean, I can give them some bread. I'm gonna get 10 of this. What is that? Influence. Ah, your influence can be used to recruit new companions or perform certain actions. Okay, that could be quite useful. I could buy some more raw materials. I could sell some stuff. This cloth fabric allows you to craft clothing that will stand the test of time. Comfrey is commonplace in prairies and fields. And we have some iron ore here as well, which can also be used to make weapons, armor, and building components. Should I literally... Should I do bandit stuff? Should I do bandit stuff for fun? Can I steal this? New profession, thief. Oh, that is hilarious. This ranger really needs to be a thief. He really does. Okay, that's going to give him extra dexterity. Is dexterity actually useful for him? What does it do? Increases the skill damage based on dexterity and critical hit. I mean, what does he actually have in this now? He has... Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. So let's do that. Let's select him. Is he actually going to do it? It says cancel. I'm not... Oh. Okay. We just gained 28 suspicion. All right. You know what? I'm actually kind of happy with that. Let's cancel that and then leave. There you go. Okay, so now he is a thief novice. A thief novice. Okay, well that's not too bad, I suppose. Who's this? This is some other guy, and we can technically... Can we loot all... Oh no, we can steal this. Okay, hemp rope is used to make bows, as well as gear for navigation and climbing. And this is marsh parsley, which induces nausea and convulsions. Okay, probably not the best idea for me to take that. Okay, let's talk to this guy. When I think of how many people don't shoe their horses, it makes me want to pull out the little hair I have left. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Tell you what, buy a horse from us, I'll throw in the horseshoes for free. Okay, so... Sure, well, you only have horseshoes, sir. You only have horseshoes. So, I'm not entirely sure. Can I sell this, actually, for a lot of money? No, not really. Okay, wait a minute. If I inspect him... Okay, that doesn't really do anything. Can I actually attack him? I mean, it's not really that I want to attack him, but it's just like, is it possible, you know? Is it actually possible for me to do it? It doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to leave here for the moment. It seems like I cannot buy... Can I buy the horses by clicking on them, actually? Yes, I can. Aha! There we go. Okay. The patient animal is chewing on cabbage leaves. Okay, you can adopt it for 180. Okay. I'm gonna need to make some cash. I'm gonna need to make some cash. So what do you say we murder these guys? Shall we murder them, or shall we try to be relatively honorable people instead of stealing from them? I mean, I did steal from them already, so I guess it doesn't really make much sense, but still. Oh well, never mind. Okay, let's just see if we can maybe find some additional items then along the way. There's some wood. And what is this? Who's this guy? Seems like a farmer of some kind. Oh, never mind. It's not a farmer. Where's them refugees? We'll toss them out ourselves. We'll toss them all out. Yeah, I've been drinking. We all have. How'd you know? You seers or summit? Pff, never mind. Leave us be. We got refugees to clear out of Tiltrin. Okay, I'm going to actually, I don't want to attack these people because they are very strong. From what you can tell right here. Look at this. They are literal foot soldiers. A group of drunkards have decided to square off for the refugees. They must be stopped before things get out of control. Right. I'm gonna be doing the good thing here. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna help the refugees as much as I possibly can. But I do not hold out much hope for this, because these soldiers are literally kitted out in some of the best gear that I've ever seen in the game so far. They have 18 armor, some of these guys. This is kind of insane. I don't think I'm going to really be able to do too much, but I guess I'll try it, eh? I guess I'll try it and we'll see what happens. Boom. Okay, that did very, very little damage, but I guess I can't really do much else. Okay, so... Right. Let's see now. Can I move... I mean, he's gonna die very quickly, this fellow, but I really want to kill this fellow from behind, if at all possible. Yep, there we go. That's some nice damage right there. Oh, that was a critical. That was a critical hit right there, too. Okay, can I actually move over here? Yes, I can. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so... Oh, he's doing very little damage, actually. I mean, bear in mind, they are drunk, so they might very well be not so good at fighting. And this is a very early fight in the game, so maybe it's a little bit easier than you might expect. So, I can only hope. I can only hope that to be the case. Okay, let's move over here. Do some damage. Oh, nice critical. Wonderful, wonderful. Very, very pleased. And there's our archer all the way over here. We're going to try and move as far as we possibly can. And... boom! Dead. Very nice. Okay, so they're all done, and now we are going to see what the enemy decides to do. Hopefully they are... Oh, they really didn't do much. They didn't do much at all. I'm very pleased. Okay, so let me see here. I guess we'll focus on this foot soldier first, and then we will... yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know, to be honest. I suppose we will just... try to do our very best here. As I say, the foot soldiers have really good armor compared to the spearmen that we just killed. So, yeah, they seem to do some pretty good damage as well. Unfortunately, my ranger is currently going toe-to-toe over here, which is really not very good. Can I disengage from combat? Okay, I'm disengaging from combat. This is really, really harsh for him. I'm actually going to walk over here. And we're going to do a little bit of a backstab. Nice, look at that damage. Super, super hardcore amounts of damage right there, but unfortunately taking so much ourselves in the process. Okay, hopefully he's not going to die. I'm going to move over here, and we will do another attack from behind, but it's also forming a bit of a wall, you see. It's forming a bit of a wall of troops so that... who is this guy again? Engion. Engion is not going to potentially die. Because if he does, that is pretty bad. So hopefully... Oh, are they not... They're not doing anything? They're not doing anything right now? This is very strange. Okay, he's now surrounded, so we gain an attack bonus. Boom! That was crazy. Okay, galvanization is now coming in as well, by the way, and that increases our damage by 50%. That happens when you are able to eliminate more of the enemy and hopefully not lose any yourself. I'm actually not entirely sure on the whole on why that happens, but I just know that generally it happens when you outnumber the opponent by a pretty significant amount. So it's maybe just to kind of improve the chances of you achieving victory potentially. And by the way, all of these third skills here, they are all Valor moves. So these are basically things that you can gain Valor points for and then use them to perform much more powerful abilities. We currently have a maximum capacity for Valor points of 5, and you can gain as many as you can, hold, obviously, and then you can use them however you want. So hopefully we're going to be able to make good use of them. I'm going to move behind here once again. Gonna do a nice little slash. Look at that, 12 damage critical. Very nice to see that. And we're just going to shoot. There we go. I don't really want to move Engion into range, if I'm honest. So I would probably prefer not to do that. I'm probably just going to remain... Oh, wow, that was so much damage. Crazy. Randar does so much damage. He really does. Okay, boom. And across the face. Across the face with you once again. There we go. So we were able to achieve victory against the foot soldiers, hilariously enough. No idea how that was even possible. And we can also heal all, because we have medicine, a powerful salve that heals a companion's injury. The vial is collected after use, so you can obviously reuse that if you want to. Now, we do have the opportunity to also loot their gear, and we are gaining a guard mace and a reinforced spear, as well as some leather, small tapestry, and a bunch of crowns as well. We're going to repair all of our armor. And Engion does need a lot of money. No, a lot of health. So I'm actually going to use the medicine too. And we'll loot everything. Should I take the human remains? I'm actually wondering if there's a little bit of necromancy to be found in the game. I don't think so somehow, but you never know. Maybe there is. Okay, so what we're going to do... I would like to find the character menu. Oh, never mind. Okay, apparently I'm making camp. Right. Ah, there's camp. Okay, I pressed C because I thought to myself, I'm going to go to the character menu. But yes, this is actually a pretty good way to go because it allows me to inspect Judend here, and it will give me the opportunity to level them up. So let's have a look. The unit gains deflection. If they are engaged in combat, you gain this. I'm thinking we're going to go for that too, because it seems like both the Brute and the Swordsman are kind of tanky-ish characters. So I'm thinking that might be an idea. Every time this unit engages in combat, you gain 1. That's actually pretty fantastic too. I'm actually wondering... I don't know. The unit gains deflection. If they are engaged in combat, you gain this. I'm still thinking the 70% damage reduction is super, super good, so I'm going to take that. And we should probably go for more constitution, I guess. I feel like that seems like a good idea. Alright, so now we can basically rest if we want to. As you can see, we are going to need to feed ourselves. But I don't actually have... the right amount. What does resting actually do, though? You haven't fed your troops. Do I need to feed them? he asks. You must feed your companions before each rest. Make sure you have enough food in stock. Well, I have 10, as you can quite clearly tell right there. I also need to pay wages too. This might be problematic. Okay, well, let's actually speak to the oh, I'm over encumbered apparently. Ah, yes, I am over-encumbered pretty badly, by the looks of things. So, we're gonna have to do something about that. Can I pause the game? Yes, I can. Okay, so I can pause. Let me speak to our people. Okay, so, who uses a spear here? I don't think anyone actually uses a spear, right? No, no one uses a spear. Well, that's somewhat unfortunate, but this is a very good spear because it does give you +3 strength, and it also has the stunning assault capacity. He cannot equip this type of weapon, though. What about Judend, then? Cannot equip it. Ah. Apparently, none of them can equip it. Okay, well, that's very, very bad. Okay, it seems like humans are worth... Yes, humans need to be dropped. Terribly sorry, but it seems like they are going to need to be... Yes, we are going to drop those. They are way too heavy. They are way too heavy. I mean, as you might expect. I mean, literally, you're lugging around human remains. It's probably not the best idea, right? At the best of times, anyway. So let's go over here and speak to the refugees. Maybe they're going to be thankful for us. Maybe they're going to be saying, oh, thank you so much. You know, here's a tip, or, you know, something. Like, I'm talking about information here, not money, obviously. Are you bandits? We have nothing. Okay, well, I've already stolen from you once, so I will be leaving you alone now. And let's go into the farm here. Yeah, there's our troops' fatigue at the top there as well, by the way. Okay, so here's Kristina Lund. How could they? We didn't even put up a fight, and they still killed our precious Lucilla. Mad with grief, her father chased after them toward the mill. I hope he caught up with them. These thieves don't deserve to live. Okay, after the... Oh, the mill? Were we just at the mill? I'm actually not entirely sure. Well, here's the world map as well, by the way. So if you'd like to take a look at that, you could just press M. There's also a compendium here if you want to take a look at the varieties of different things. You can also learn these things. And this gives you a variety of different bonuses. So, for example, you can move around by running for a few seconds. The best way to elude enemies. You can hold shift to run. And you need to be able to have knowledge to unlock these blueprints, patterns, and recipes from the compendium. If you discover new areas, then you can earn these knowledge points. And obviously, a variety of different things can be gained here. And it is recommending that I actually rest now, so I might as well, eh? Might as well. So let's have a look here. Boom. All right. let's rest. Everyone is going to now be refilled. As you can see, my fatigue is now full, and we have also gained 2 action points as a result of that. I like how they do that, actually. I like how they do the resting function, because it doesn't just go to like a load screen or anything like that. It literally does it in almost real time, right in front of you, and it's actually quite nice. I like that. It's quite refreshing to see that. Okay, so I'm actually wanting to move around the camera with WASD, because that's what I usually do, but WASD is actually certain keys for opening menus, as you could no doubt tell. So, where did she say again? She said north, right? I'm actually just going to speak to her again, just because I want to see. Toward the mill. Well, she doesn't say north, she just says toward the mill. So, I actually have no idea where the mill is. Is that up here? That's the mine? The stables? Okay, well, maybe the mill is up this way then, because we know the other direction is where the stables were. And, that's not particularly where I want to go. Are these bandits? These look like bandits to me. Is it just me? No, they don't. Oh, they are bandits. Oh dear. Okay, fight. Oh no. My suspicion is going through the roof right here. Okay, this is really, really bad. I'm gonna have to fight. This is a guard patrol. I mean, technically I could show them, but I have some stolen goods. I have some stolen goods on me, so it's it's probably not the best idea, is it? Yes, it's probably not the best idea. Okay, well, I'm not holding out much hope for this, actually. All things considered. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go over to the right side first, alright? We're gonna try to do that first, so, Sibun is gonna go over in... I'm thinking we'll probably take him... Spear throw? Deal 6 damage to the target? Really? That's actually fantastic. I might like to do that. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, should I just kill this one first? Yeah. Let's just kill this guy first, if we can. Boom. And we could also technically taunt him if we want to. Can I not go into defensive stance? I think we're already in defensive stance, aren't we? Or something like that? I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully we are. And let's see what happens now. Oh, he ran over a trap. He ran over a trap or something. That's good. Okay, thankfully not taking too much damage there. Urgion, I mean, technically, this guy ran over a trap, so what we could do is we could make the most of that by doing this. Juden can go in here. We can do some damage. We can maybe use this. Weaken him up. And then we'll end the turn. And then Engion can hopefully go around him and backstab. At least that's what I'm hoping that we can do. So let's go around the side here. Backstab. Boom. Not a critical, but good enough. This guy's now going to... Oh, no. Okay, that's not that bad. I thought that we were going to take a lot more damage there. Unfortunately, she seems to have a longbow, which is pretty damaging, as you can see. So this might be slightly bad. Okay, let's move along here. Nice. Good damage. Good damage. This guy's going to do some damage. Not too bad, though. I think we should... I don't know. I feel like we should be okay, but Engion is very close to dying. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we will kill this guy. Boom. And then we're going to end the turn right here. And then hopefully Engion... Yes, he can actually move. So... Oh, he's going to have to disengage, however. That is not really what I want him to do. So I'm actually thinking what we might try instead is maybe something like so. There we go. And then taunt. Nice. Taunted over to the other character right there, which is really, really good. And now, let's see what happens. Thankfully, my 2 tanky characters have massive amounts of HP, so even if their armor value goes down to 0, we shouldn't have too many difficulties. Let's hope for a nice critical. Yeah, nice critical, Engion. Good work, sir. Very nice indeed. And now we have Sibun here. He basically is just going to be standing there, just absorbing damage. That's pretty much his only role at the moment, which is really unfortunate, to be honest. Kind of wanted to use him a little bit more effectively, but it seems like this is all that is going to have to be done with him. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you're not killing Engion, that's all that I really care about. Okay, Engion is going to be attacking now. There we go. And technically, I can attack again. I'm going to attack with this guy. Maybe we'll get a critical. Oh, he fired at Engion by mistake. Okay, apparently there's a percentage chance for that to happen. Okay, my bad. Yeah, that is not going to result in anything good, to be honest. Okay, can I do defensive stance? Yes, I can do defensive stance. That's great. Okay, we're doing defensive stance. And can I attack again? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. We took 2 damage from that. That's perfectly fine. No problem there, hopefully. Okay, yeah, we're taking more damage. Oh, double shot! Double shot? Are you serious? Come on now. Okay. This is problematic. I was very, shall we say, I was very optimistic. Oh! Oh, Engion! Wow, what a brutish guy. Wow, he did a lot of damage right there. Very nice to see that. Okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to get into range of the captain. Let's do a taunt. And then we will do a little bit of a bash. That is some nice damage against the archer, I gotta say that. Sibun is taking a lot of damage, way too much damage in my opinion, but I can't really do much about this. I'm going to have to go for maybe a weakening and then a deflection. Randar can hopefully go over here. Oh my, are you serious, Randar? You literally just shot your own person. Okay, so obviously there is a percentage chance for that to happen, but I was actually thinking, hey, you know what? There's no way this is going to happen this time, right? But yeah, apparently there was. Okay, that was some decent damage. Seaburn is going to go down here, but it is a sacrifice we have to make, unfortunately. I'm going to have to do some damage here, because otherwise we really... I mean, we're not going to be able to do anything, basically. So yeah, he's going to die, unfortunately. Let's move Engion over here, hopefully for a nice backstab. Oh, yes. Boom. Oh, yeah. That is what I'm talking about. And we should probably do some first aid, eh? So, can we first aid? No, we can't do first aid here. Heals an ally. Yeah, we're going to need to move, aren't we? We're going to need to move. So, I'm going to move around here. Nothing too far. Yeah, Seabone's going to go down. He's dying, but that doesn't mean that he's dead. So that's good, at least. Okay, so let's move over here, and then we'll use the first aid. Wow, that really healed for... That healed for such an amazing amount. Yes, that was really, really useless. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Maybe I can move over there. I mean, this is very harsh. Yep. He got smacked. He got smacked across the face. That is really not very helpful. Randar, you are going to have to pay for many, many medicine bottles, because he's the one that has caused literal, like, what, 10 damage to our own troops? It's just like me, you know? It's just like me and Bannerlord. I generally tend to shoot people by mistake. I thought I'd just add the by mistake, because you may not know, you know. You might not know that that is indeed the case. Alright, so unfortunately it looks as though Judend is probably going to go down as well. I maybe should have kept him over here. That maybe would have made sense. I'm going to just move them back. Okay. Engion, I I don't even know what this is. What is this? Can I pick this up? Oh, I can actually use that. So that is a literal usable item. That would have probably been pretty useful to use, but I am a bit of an imbecile, so obviously I decided not to do that. Great. Okay, let's use first aid then again. Can I can't do that on myself, really? Okay, apparently he can't do that on himself. It has to heal an ally of some kind. Okay, Engion's taking a lot of damage right here, but thankfully the other guy doesn't even seem to be coming towards us right now. So I'm pretty happy with this. But he is full HP. He is just completely full HP, so this is pretty bad. Engion needs to do something here, so I'm actually going to move him behind. We're going to get a lovely... I forgot about that. I was actually thinking to myself, yes, we're going to get a lovely backstab on him. But no, we're not going to get a backstab because obviously he's the only one in combat with him, so that makes no sense. Okay, there we go. I don't really want to move anywhere, to be honest. Let's move over here. Let's just try and consolidate a little bit our positions. Randar is going to have to be the one that takes the first initial hit, so he's going to be the one up front. And yep, there we go. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, archers generally tend to take a lot of damage by the looks of things. Okay, so he's going to have the ability to do very little damage now, as you can see. He could also use one of these run things, which disengages. So maybe that would be an idea. Maybe we can do something like so, because that's going to get him not hit, and then he can actually use his actual bow to do massive damage, as you can see right there. So that's pretty good. But what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to go into range, like literally into range, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move Engion over here. Okay. We're not going to move Engion over here. We're going to move him over there. Because I didn't think that the guy would actually turn around. Oh, dear. There, that nice spear throw right there. Nice spear throw. And I believe that's all he can pretty much do. Hopefully this guy's still going to concentrate on Randar. Yes, indeed, he is still concentrating on Randar, so I'm happy with that. And let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see what we can do. Oh, critical. Nice. Nice critical. Okay, fantastic. We were able to maintain our maintain our troops at least a little bit, even though we lost some people, which is to be expected, I suppose. And we'll loot everything. We won't take any of the bodies, of course, because that's just, well, ill-advised. We have Angler's Rags, which are old armor, and we also have a barrel lid. I believe that is what we were wearing before. That is what Sibun was wearing before. And now we are without him, which is very sad, isn't it? That is very, very sad. And now I am literally wanted by the entire county. And we are going to be in a very bad position because every single guard in the history of the world is now looking for us, no doubt. And we have now come across some bandits? Really? Okay, well, I actually do have a knowledge point, as you can see right there. I actually did earn a knowledge point, so hopefully we're going to be able to utilize that. Where's my other character? Oh, he's on the other side. Oh, okay, well, that doesn't really help, does it? That does not help one bit. Okay, well, what's this? You can place a companion here before the battle starts. Oh, well, what about Jude End? Can you... No. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it's because we don't have enough people, so that kind of... Yeah, you can't actually switch their positions by the looks of things. Okay, well, Randar, you're up. Let's see if we can do some damage with you, sir. Nice. Not too bad, not too bad. There's a raider. Okay, I think Juden can probably handle most of these guys. And Engion, maybe not so much, because obviously he's a bit of a rogue. You know, he's a bit of an assassin kind of character. We're going to use spear throw against this guy, though. Going to move away. I basically want to make it so that he doesn't have enough... oh, he does. Wow. He has a lot of movement points to be able to reach us all the way over there. That was what I was attempting to avoid, actually. This guy is targeting me. Okay, so this is a huge telegraphed attack. Obviously, I can already tell that that's the case. I have played a lot of MMORPGs in the past, and generally, they have these telegraphed abilities. A lot of bosses have these kinds of abilities, and it's a good idea to, just change where you're standing, because obviously otherwise it's just going to do massive damage. I really like the fact, by the way, that they've included telegraphed abilities in the game. I think that is super dynamic and fun, because it really emphasizes movement. It really emphasizes, hey, there's something here that's going to do a lot of damage to you. You should probably avoid it. And I like that quite a bit, because sometimes, you know, just receiving a lot of big damage, it's not that fun, you see. It's not that fun to take lots of damage. I mean, obviously, that is a pretty much a no-brainer. However, getting the opportunity to avoid it and feeling satisfied as a result of your own actions, that sounds very good to me. So I like that a lot. Anyway, let's just do some little damage here while the raider is still kind of relaxing. Oh, he's doing it again. Oh, he's doing it again. That's hilarious. Okay, well, unfortunately, the henchman is now in range, so all I can do is punch him, unfortunately, with Randar here. And Engion is going to have to be in a situation as well where he just has to go toe-to-toe with his enemy as well. I probably should have brought them both together so that they could fight, you know, on one single front. That probably would have made sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, that was some pretty decent damage, actually. That was some pretty decent damage. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, we're gonna move around once again. I really should have moved before, to be honest. I mean, generally I could have avoided taking that 8 damage, but I was actually kind of curious to see how much damage it would actually deal. And 8 damage, yeah, that is a pretty significant hit. Seems like Engion is going to go down now. As well as Randar. And I'm not going to be able to do anything. I mean, it says, you know... it says, are you sure you want to end your turn without taking any action? Well, yeah, I mean, I actually can't do anything, unfortunately, so... Yeah, it seems like I'm just going to have to rely on Judend here, who would probably be able to achieve victory. Yeah, I do want to do that, but I need to select this first. Do some damage, slap him across the face with the wonderful mace, and then we're gonna go over here. I mean, I think we're gonna achieve victory, but I think it is a case of losing every single person apart from one. It seems like that's the case. Yeah, I mean, I could have played this very differently. I feel like the best way for me to have played this would be to keep Engion and Randar together. I mean, generally it would have been much better for Sibun not to die at all. That was obviously my first mistake, but, you know, because sometimes you can't really do much about that. Sometimes you just have to kind of take the hit, so to speak. We might not even be able to achieve victory now, because they're doing so much damage to me just by throwing weapons. Yeah, it seems like this might actually be my death. Wow, they are actually able to attack me multiple times as well. So it seems like that is indeed that. That is the end. That is the end of our run. And yeah, there you go. All your companions perished in battle. Ah, yes, exactly. But that is a pretty good look at the game, in my opinion. And if you'd like to check out Wartales, there is a link in the description. I would highly recommend checking it out and trying out different things, because I myself am going to be playing a whole bunch of this, and I would love to find out the best combinations. Personally, I feel like Ranger might not have been the best choice for me, because generally I am someone that loves tanky characters. I really like hard to kill characters, or characters with a lot of utility. So I like characters that can either heal or have a lot of HP. And obviously, while the Ranger did have a healing ability, the healing ability was very, very minuscule and didn't really result in too much for us, unfortunately. But there's also a wide world to explore out there, and I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're a fan of open world RPGs at all. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.